We are back with the director and lead actor of the film, She Has a Name. I'm so glad you guys could join me to talk about this film. It's such an important topic. Daniel, why the issue of human trafficking? How did you get involved?
Yeah, it kind of snuck up on us. We were doing other documentary films, Kenya, India, Thailand, different countries, and we were kind of seeing this, I guess, underground crime that we started to piece it together, and I first learned about human trafficking in my early 20s. And I was shocked at the time. A lot of times when we do a screening, it's the first encounter people have with a story of human trafficking or with the issue. And we sometimes think it's far away, it's not here, and that's not at all the case. What really hit home for me, and one of the instigators for really wanting to dig into this story as a film, was when I met survivors of human trafficking in Red Deer, Alberta, my hometown, who were trafficked in Red Deer, bought and sold in Red Deer. And it happens across the country of Canada, across USA, across every country. And it's an international issue, and one that I really believe is the biggest issue of our time in terms of just something that we can get on board to say we have to end this. And,
yeah. We celebrate slavery being eradicated, way back in the South, and yet it's still happening today in greater numbers than ever, and people just don't realize it. I know, 10 minutes from here, women are being trafficked down the 401. It's just crazy. Giovanni, you played the hero, which is great. You have to play the creepy guy in this film. But, I heard a rumor that you were on your knees praying and asking God to help you just communicate this role in this issue so well. Why was it so important for you to do that?
Well, why was that important? It was important because anytime I take a project on, especially something that feels bigger than me and I know it's gonna reach, I want it to be able to touch people's hearts. I have skills and talents that I can give, but it's not something necessarily that only I've worked on. I feel like it's been given to me to give. So trying to tap into something bigger and stronger than just what I have to offer, because I feel like what I have to offer is limited, but with God then I have more to give. So I think that's mostly what the prayer had to do with,
I do that every day in this job as well. You just want God to touch people's hearts beyond your own talent and ability and creativity. I so get that. The name of the film, She Has a Name, it means something. In this industry, women are nameless and faceless. They're just another woman, So why is it important that she has a name?
It's really important because identity, I think, is at the heart of this issue. If people don't know who they really are, if they don't know that they can dream and they can have a future, people either live their dream or they live someone else's because it's stolen away, and I think that's what trafficking is really about. It's taking advantage of people that can be exploited, and to give a name to one girl and then imagine, okay, millions, and to not make it about that huge number, but about an individual, so that I could help an individual, I could help two people. If everybody loves their neighbor, everybody's loved, right? So I think that that's a powerful way of just targeting the identity of one person.
I love that, and you've actually made a way for people to be part of this miracle of giving them identity, of tackling this issue. So how can people connect with this film and make a difference?
Yeah, thanks. So we really invite people to host a screening, to license the film from as little as $99 and up for small groups. It's great for a youth group, a small group, maybe a church, maybe just a community organization to host. And there's resources for people to dig into the issue, to talk about it, really helpful for discussion because you really want to discuss and kind of, debrief after the screening. And so we really invite people to contact us and to host a screening.
And so where can they do that?
So they can do that at shehasanamefilm.com. Just go to the screenings page and request to book a screening. And, if we're in the area, or if you want to bring Giovanni, myself, or some of the other producers out, we're happy to be there and to be part of that as well. So
it is amazing, isn't it, to watch people watch your art and see the impact. What do you, just really quickly now, 30 seconds, what do you see the impact being as you watch people watch the film? Giovanni, why don't you dive in?
I mean, for me, it's less about it's less about the impact of what I brought to it. I mean, I brought something. I really feel that I enjoyed carrying the story and contributing to it, but it's a lot bigger than that. So it's more, I like seeing the impact of the realization of how big that issue actually is, and the impact of how it hits people's hearts, and that it makes them want to do something about it. And I think that's what I like seeing the most, is seeing people want to instigate change.
I love that. Yeah, you want to see change happen.
And just to add, by the way that we set up the film, every time it's watched, every time it's screened, you're funding freedom through our partners that are on the ground, rescuing, doing aftercare, and making a difference to end human trafficking. So that's really something that excites us, is that by engaging with us in this story, you're helping to end human trafficking.
And that website is again?
SheHasANameFilm.com.
SheHasANameFilm.com. Thank you so much for joining me and telling me about this great work. I hope you do more of this.
Thank you.
It's so important. And hey, if you're watching this and you think, what can I do to change the world? How can my life count? Here's one simple way that you can help change the issue for women that you'll never meet around the world who are enslaved. Go to the website, SheHasANameFilm.com, organize a screening, and help change the world.